Well, summer solstice is June 21st, and right around that time, the Alzheimer Association has the Longest Day campaign. It's to raise awareness and some funds, and to tell us about things happening locally. To my immediate left, he has been an Alzheimer's Association volunteer and advocate for many, many years. Anthony Brookhart, and thanks for coming today.
It's so great to be back.
Unfortunately, your family's been hit with Alzheimer's, right? That's why you've jumped in and become an advocate and stuff. Tell us your story.
Yes, well, we started with a diagnosis for my grandmother of Lewy body dementia and Alzheimer's in 2013, which was a long road in itself. We realized when we finally got that diagnosis, we've been dealing with it for 10 years prior to that.
Wow.
And since then, I think it's maybe 7 other members of my extended family that have been diagnosed with some sort of dementia or Alzheimer's.
All right, so you're on the front line sometimes. I mean, you go to the State House. I mean, you advocate and talk to lawmakers and things, right?
Yeah, we're at about our 10th or 11th year of advocating. And I've realized we kind of actually put a list together this year for our family Christmas party to realize what all we've done.
Wow.
You know, we've gone to D.C., we've done the State House almost every year since then. Many longest day events where we've gotten really creative, many different things throughout the many years.
Right, well, because it's important, right? You need funds, you need research. Is that what you're asking for?
Yeah.
When you go to the State House, I mean, what do you do?
Well, there's many different issues. You know, right now it's an information campaign and helping us get insurance coverage for the biomarker testings. And the big deal there is, you know, when we started this journey back in 2013, there was no help. There was no medicine. All we could really do was medications that turn up and down the dials of the side effects. But we can actually say now that we're in an age of treatment. And with these biomarker testings, the earlier we can get people a diagnosis, the quicker we can get them these new medications. And I just learned a new statistic this a couple weeks ago at the State House that we can, if they get the medication early enough, we can reduce the progression of Alzheimer's and dementia 30 to 40%.
Wow.
And coming from a time where there was nothing, 30 to 40% is a big deal.
Right, certainly is. All right, so well, that's why we need to raise funds, and this longest day, this kind of helps raise some more awareness. And you're a baker, you've got Best Bakery, and so between June 18th and 22nd, you're kind of doing something special, right? And you brought examples for us to see, so tell us about that.
Yeah, so the fun part about the longest day is it's kind of a create your own fundraiser. Do what you love. There's people that do gardening. Our vet does a bike ride every year. And you know, we've done all sorts of events, anywhere from a cooking class to a festival, a longest table event.
I remember that one, yeah.
And you know, since COVID, we've really had to narrow it down a little bit. So we do what we know. And you know, my mother started a bakery back in 1995, I think it was. And this has really been our outlet to do our fundraising.
Okay.
And you know, the longest day is one of the times a year, and we actually do it again in the winter for the shortest day of the year.
Yeah, okay, so between June 18th and 22nd, tell us how we can help you out and buy some cookies. How do you want it to be done? How do we do
well,
it?
you can just stop by the bakery anytime those days. All the information is posted on our website. With a minimum of $5 donation, you'll get a cookie and a bottle of water, and help us raise money to continue this research and provide resources for those affected by it.
Right, I mean, you just pointed out, I mean, do whatever you can to raise money because it's actually happening. We're probably at a really critical point now. Keep the funds coming so we can continue this research.
Yes. And you know, we're more than willing to help those who want to do something. Say, I'm not sure what we can do. Definitely reach out. We're more than happy to help you figure out what's your fun way of celebrating the longest day.
Right. Yeah. I mean, because it is a long day. So you know, like you said, gardening, whatever you think kind of thing you want to do, take advantage of it and raise that awareness and funds.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Exciting things happening. It must make you feel good to know that you've been part of this change a little bit, and you're continuing, you know, baking the cookies and stuff, right?
It's kind of hard to say every once in a while. I mean, to realize that we've come where we've come. There's still a long way to go, but we've gotten somewhere in the last 10 years.
Right, definitely. All right, longest day, big cookie sale, June 18th through the 22nd. Think of your own fundraisers too. Anthony can help you out. Thank you very much for joining us today.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
All right, don't go away. We'll take a look at the weather forecast next.